Get on to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride, never feel your desire. One day I noticed that my life was broken. It was not me who was controlling this body. Oh, I want to know what's really real to me before it vanishes like a wave. Get on the rock, get up the burn, stand with the pride on me, the ways to make it. You must have heard it. Grasp the truth, hold it high, right your feet, that's what this made to start with. You haven't heard it, girl. Don't be afraid to listen to your own heart. Big Bad Sonic, that's my heart beating you. One day I noticed that the world was broken. Spoiled as hell, we had our senses down. Oh, I would see this whole world falling blue, not this space marched in black. Hey, get up to rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride on me, the ways to make it. You must have heard it. Grasp the truth, hold it high, raise your voice, that's how you start a new thing. You must have heard it now. Don't be afraid to listen to your own heart. Big Bad Sonic, that's my heart beating you. That world is filled with easy answers to swallow. Life is to gobble down a perfect killer. That truth is that you are the one being eaten. Don't need my answer to be written the book. Oh, I want to keep my thirst for what is worth. No use in passion, not oh. Get on the rock, get up to burn, stand with the pride on me, the ways to make it. You must have heard it. Grasp the truth, hold it high, thrust the feet, that's how you're supposed to use it. You must have heard it. Go. Don't be afraid to look yourself in the eyes. Big Bad Sonic, that's my heart beating you.
Sorry that took a bit longer. I had to refill my water and a few other things. And someone decided they wanted to show up. That was audio. That audio was crackling. Okay. Hoping everything looks to be normal. It was also completely out of the center. Move your head here. There. She decided to show up instead of hiding away today. So for no reason at all, okay, I'm hoping everything does look normal. I think. For no reason, we'll use this one. Who did I select there? Range Slayer. Okay, we need... We'll use this for no reason. There. We'll fight in Island Fortress, and that's about it. France, you can sit back here shortly. She doesn't like being held. For obvious reasons. Out to fight Danny. Fine, so Wild Force is all it is. It's just a Wild Force fight. Target thrust! To the corner. And why target baton? No. Fine. Sadly, you don't do your display. You do not follow your display damage, which is very much sad. Fine. Here's a charge back at you. Great. Okay, fine. We're really gonna be doing this now. We're really gonna just be doing this. That was sad. That was just sad. Anyway, wild launch combo. Or wild strike. Is it does something. Continues and breaker again. Yep. You have something? Fine. How much energy did you get, though? Fine. Good enough. Didn't mean just not blocking what I'm supposed to. But then again, I've already dealt with enough things today to the point I do not care. Just gonna play the characters, and that's about all that's gonna happen. All it really is. Anyway, no. Hit by crit. Yeah, that's actually a thing. That reminds me. Today's just been an annoyance of stupid crits everywhere. You have 3% chance! Seriously. You have a 3% crit chance, and here we are. Or do you for some reason have a 2% instead because you're somehow balanced and not an attacker? Okay, let's see. How do we deal with this one? When are they going to set up their breaker trap? There it is. You missed. Everything missed! Ready? One target baton. There's one crit for me. Wait a bit, and White Tiger Phantom again. He's not gonna knock out. Barely any damage needed. No. He's gonna get bogged if he doesn't be careful. And I can't just do this. I might as well. We're gonna do a half tilted cam to the door, but the camera needs to be not that tilted. It needs to be over here. How are you still out of frame? Not to mention the auto lighting has proceeded to darken me instead of focusing with the lamp. Just vacuumed the bed today as well. Yet here you are, putting more hair on it. Again. Alright, hello, Spider Sniper. No one wants to join? Turn around, cat. Turn around. Alright. Pet the cat.
3, 2, 1, go!
Anyway, once again. And that's a crit. Okay, that's... well, another crit, but I'm about to mention the fact that I wasn't allowed to instantly cancel after that attack. This is my only problem. They really gave you a cancel window, yet it doesn't even work. It really doesn't look like it works. Yeah. Really? Really? Okay, we just charge. Okay. Well, get staggered once, and here. You could just be staggered again. If you don't be careful, I'm gonna just dodge you. No, we're fine. Fine. Got that one. Don't do the dumb combos. Middle slot one is more damage, so you should be good here. How much energy though? More damage. Good. Okay. No, you cannot. Okay then, Tiger Thrust. This is in range. And one Tiger Method. There's the crit spam. As I said, today's questionable. She has decided to loaf. Why loaf now, huh? I thought you would want to stand up. In terms of the animation related stuff, that is stuck in the middle of a phase. Yes, that was on purpose. I'm using Alyssa on purpose. Yes, but it's more like she's already sitting down. That's the problem. Does she want to be pat or does she want to loaf? Does she want to be patted or does she want to loaf? Like as per usual, I made this as well. I put it in the community tab. There's the one of the loading screens being swapped over. Steal.
3, 2,
Don't loaf again, cat. Give it a bit, if anything. Anyway, off we go. 1. Didn't whiff. They proceed not to whiff that attack. Anyway, 1 white tiger baton. Another one. Here, just stay in your corner. And we back away. Maybe sweep. And reach. Poke. Kick them in the face. And I'm not allowed to block. Yeah, okay. I'm not allowed to just block that attack. No strike. No strike allowed. Yeah, I haven't. It's... I keep running into a bunch of, I want to make it do this instead. But everything is set up for it. It's just more like, what can I work with to make it a bit easier? Okay, that's not me. I think I'm allowed to do that. Really? Really? This is what happens when you think, ah, yes, let's go ahead and just use something that's not a breaker trap. I could have easily just pressed the metal slot. Pat the cat. Walk backwards. Up. I think I poked her eye almost, but that's fine. Turn around again. I don't know. Today seems a bit slow. Yes, it is. It's Shay. One of the two cats in the house. The other one is somewhere. If your request hasn't been played yet, you can obviously change it. No, she's 10 years old. Beyond that, actually. I can't remember what year it was gotten, but both cats are over 10 years old.
Three, two, one, go!
Smoke. Wrong button. I should have charged. Okay, again. No, fine. Tiger Claw. Why you not? Yeah, technically it's on me for not engaging either, but you actually have instant combo starters. I don't even have a 50-50. Well, at least I managed to rotate. Still doesn't help me, though. Yeah, okay. One target baton. Right. You can actually cancel early. Not to mention the fact that you don't exactly... Yeah. She has regular hits in her attack, so it's gonna get ruined. Little early. A little early there. And yeah, that's how bad of a breaker trap that is. Really? And I'm not allowed to be fast enough anyway. Even if I wanted to be.
KO, you lose.
Well, you move away, cat. You don't know what you're doing with your head. Again. Last match. She sticks her head up and that's it. Not to mention, technically today's theme is cat related with wolf. Well, it's just cat versus dog today again. With Dai Shi and RJ. Lion versus wolf. Yeah, okay. Clearly, what is wrong with today? Why? Did something else go wrong, or what's going on today? Because it's very slow. Oh, she's set down. You can see it out over there. She will sit there the entire time. So let's continue. No matter what I pressed there, they actually managed to press it during the run-in, so they were faster. Great. Kick you in the face. Sweep! There you go. No. Okay. This is fine. One second, baton. How about I see about kicking you in the face again? But this time, no, okay, fine. I was about to say this time continue, but apparently, no, it's instant sledge. Charge of truth. Target thrust. And explode. Now, if you don't be careful, there is something I can do, but you actually continued. You get stabbed.
KO. You win.
Fine. Just outright loafing the entire time. You can yeah, you can see her. Yeah, you can half see her. Plus, I think. Let me just. Cancel didn't work. Yeah, I guess so. This should be fine. You can still see her, and swap to the next one. I guess we'll start with Blaze. Basically, swap to another cat. A cheetah. A half cheetah, half snake. This should be fine. This team is fine. Top 3,000 code. 9927285. Yep. All we're going to do is just wait at this point. Can only be as fast as you guys take the code. That is all it is. No clue. I don't know if there's anything special that's supposed to be happening today, or it's just because I'm decently late, but even then. Even then. Nah, okay, fine. Well, I saw through them anyway, but nah. Invincible. Not able to get anything special there. Okay. No. Fine. Instant block. Great. No. Necessary evil. We're not going to bother silencing that assist slot. Instead, let's see. No. You're not allowed to recover that much energy. It's been a while since Blazer's actually been used, so I'm testing some things. No. Just don't. Don't try to do something like that. No. That's not happening. I'm gonna have to silence your assist slot again. There you go, you've been silenced. So, no. Okay, fine. Skip. It's not an appropriate song for right now. Avatar Curse. Lose that assist slot again. And breaker. Nope. Still doesn't work. Is that really the better ending?
You lose.
Is that really the better ending, though? Meh. Think I'm allowed to press the breaker after breaker. Primary slot blocked off. I did not have a cheap enough, fast enough attack. I had to either wait or basically lose. Lose or wait. One of the two.
3, 2, 1.
No. Not your turn. Last I checked, you're allowed to play the character. I didn't say anything about you. I said my only options were lose or wait. Basically, I had to make sure to know what you're using next. I never said anything about you having a problem. Low Primer. Doing fine, I would say. Just getting bonked, apparently, because Ninja said, nah, I'm just gonna get them multiple times. Silence your assist slot. So they have their rush. And I still proceed to not do the right thing. Yep, okay. They didn't get silenced, but I reset my energy for that one. It was not worth it. Yeah, okay, that's on me. I'm not dead yet. And now they have no energy. Okay. This is fine. This works for me. Explode! I would move the camera again, but the cat will choose not to do things again. You might as well go to sleep if I stop, but at this point, I don't know if you're gonna bother. Let's move her over here. There. Now she's in view again. For those that join.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I got a bit of lag. Ah. You stole one! But I don't see any better other than just obviously not taking as much damage. And no rotation there, so we can expect the block was in the middle slot, which is the only reason that happened. And dash forwards and super. Really? No! That's not happening. Wow. Wow, game. Now you're just rude. Now you're just rude.
KO, you lose.
Twice. One match. Twice for that. Great. Looper Ranger, Heckle user. We'll see what happens. Violent cuts. And this is evil. So, let's see what kind of things you're going to be able to do. Because that is not one of them. There we go. And block. Sorry, you're not running away. Then we just stand around your face. And just back away. And just not care about dodging as much as you think. Because that's the sad part about Heckle. Anyway, here's a breaker. Good job. Was that worth it, though? Was that really worth it? You're losing that assist slot of yours again. Anyway, corrupted strikes. Give me your energy. Violent cuts. And we're back away into a corrupted strikes again. Yeah, they have basically no energy. Cut the shins off. Yeah, they removed the 50-50 from Blaze. Just to remember, this is an epic that they made too fast. But that was a while ago, and yet he has two special abilities of silencing the assist slot and the stealing energy. Never cared about any specific character being added. So I don't think that matters. And he recently came across the whole situation of someone was supposed to be added a long time ago, but Apparently they must have been scrapped. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Apparently there was supposedly Dino Charge Red was supposed to be added not quite a long time ago. Came across a video that supposedly said that. In the end, apparently not. That was years ago, supposedly. The video is recent. The mention was years ago. And it likely has to do with, supposedly it had to do with a Hasbro situation. That's what the video claims. For the person. Can't confirm it in that sense. You never know. Some things are just scrapped. It's better and worse at the same time, though. At least he's not an old character now, and if he ever gets added, now it's a newer one. Probably expecting a Red Ranger in 2 updates. Maze Ranger's probably red. Yeah, okay. I don't think I care about playing any legendary. Maybe the best one I put is Magna. At this point, it's probably Magna. That's the only one. That did not work, but it was slow. Hey, you're not hitting him with himself, just so you know. You're not gonna be able to hit him with himself. Yeah, give me more energy. There we go. And back away. No. Flash. Give me more energy again. Be a bit careful, otherwise I'm gonna hit you with a charge of truth. Well, you weren't careful. Let's see here. Back away. Nope, it continues. In changes are getting... You realize that they've already put a hint, supposedly, that each class has a different chance of getting the... Or defenders have a high chance of getting blocks. There's already a hint that exists like that, so... Now why don't just make sure of the things when you... We're trying to understand that. And you change the getting a chance of shield, defense, and attacker balance. Either just word that better, because unless I'm interpreting it wrong. Because if you're asking about block chances appearing, defenders obviously getting more. Then there's no mention of changes related to them. When it comes to, obviously, attacker to defender, balance in terms of crit rate, that is always supposed to be following the rules. Of 3% for attacker, 2% for balance, 1% for defense. Or, yeah. Defender. Okay, then what's supposed to be, instead of who is Dino Charge White being replaced? Sandra has appeared. Anyway, I have not managed to do the setup yet, so in terms of multi-stream, it's still only to Twitch and YouTube. I have to do a full setup there. Anyway, we wait a bit. This is our evil. And sweep. Wow, that range sucks. I knew it sucked already, but that's just worse than thought. Korag, what are you doing? The only reason that one didn't even hit is because I didn't even have a strike. There, this is the only move you're allowed to use. Seriously. I don't know why you're using that version. I don't know why I didn't continue. But there. That's on me for not blocking.
KO, you lose.
Trent is on the ult. Like, the only one that isn't owned, that's the only Street Fighter that the ult has is Guile. Most of the other things are required, but if we're not looking at legendaries. Someone was eager to attack. Real eager to attack, weren't we? Yeah, no, fine. Fine. Why not? Spin no rotation. You gonna spin yet? No spinning yet? Okay. There. No assist slot for you. Give me your energy. There we go. Back away. Wow. I could just stand there at the same time. Wouldn't work. Since they backdashed. Yep. Go to your corner. No backdashes allowed again.
KO, you lose.
Yep. Okay. Last match for Blaze. Yeah, all they did was bug fix and the stupidness of, yes, apparently the super did a little too much. Let's nerf the character again. Or rather, nerf another super a month after the character got added. Here's an idea, similar to what's happening with Rocky. Maybe check your releases first of all, before thinking about adding them, because clearly, if you need to buff his damage, and you decide to nerf those super damages, maybe just set a standard damage that you've already used. Because 4,000 seems to be the common value for older supers, like Master Morpho Tommy even. Roughly around 4,000. RJ went all the way to 5,000, and he used to maybe do only roughly 3,200 or something. Just set a standard or something, or at least make it unique in a better sense than just the same usual damage every time. Get silenced. Comes in his strikes. And strike it down.
KO, you win.
Remember, guys, if you want to leave the room, just go to the door and I'll open. If you want to leave the room, you can just go to the door and I'll open. You don't have to sit on the bed the entire time. You don't stay here for long to begin with. You kind of just sit around. Maybe sleep sometimes, but I don't think you're gonna choose to stay for the 2 hours. I don't know why I bothered continuing that. This is Bridge. This is literally Bridge. Don't bother continuing strikes against him. What do you mean? I don't have Master Morpho Tommy. I'm just trying to think of someone else. There. It says slot silenced. Do you have a strike? No. No, they don't. Both. And it proceeds to have that same problem. So, what if I just slice you again? And then silence that assist slot one final time by knocking you out.
KO, you win.
Yeah, I really should just swap the character. I said this was the last match already. Trent. Level 3. No, they fit their own niche. Zio Tommy is just not far ranged by comparison. Rocky, I'm pretty sure I said Zio Tommy, didn't I? Zio Rocky has less overall range. While Ninja Rocky has, you know, breakers. That's the difference. Doesn't matter if he's weaker, he's still stronger than most characters. It's just the fact that they didn't exactly look at it properly. From what I can tell, and it still seems to yell it, that this character was not supposed to be a legendary. Anyway, Trent. Team setup is correct, so we'll see what they can do. You get punch, laser arrows. You would think they would eventually add some sort of follow-up to help with Drago Assault if they're never going to give its damage back, because it's still not a 50-50. And it still sucks in damage as well. Push them once. Push them again. Because most of the time you just have to... All you need to do, or basically just forced to just find an assist that's always going to combo after the punch. And you're always going to be forced to use it. Or you end up using the middle slot. And there, we got the perfect ending, just so we didn't get rid of the attack midway. Hello, Noah. This way. There. Got the cat. Because Trent is in the same situation, he's just fast. But yet, they don't want to give him his damage back. Yeah, we're still waiting on their proper wording of what they're trying to do with the character. We're probably maybe next month, when the next character gets added, we're gonna see a change to Rocky's talent tree. Who knows? 'Cause that's what they seem to be saving their updates for. So that seems to be the case. There's arrows. Anyway, we're gonna expect another Casey or what? Cake. Get rid of this and Drago Assault. No. Perfectly spaced. Wow. Teleport. Someone just wants to teleport. Don't. Yeah, okay. Enough of that!
KO, you win!
Just always remember that Trent was faster. At some point. And that's when his block couldn't do anything. Who knows? Maybe the next character they release, which is going to end up being a legendary somehow, which will prove the entire thing that he was an epic originally. We shall see. Or it's going to somehow be an epic with legendary aspects. Like, that's the thing that's more than likely to happen. We're probably about to see either a second legendary in a row, or an epic with the aspect of a legendary. Anyway, it's just adjusting the boringness. Weird that makes things up on the fly. Don't do that. Fine. Now I need to get rid of this block somehow. Because it's not going to help me at all. In fact, all I'm going to end up doing is just getting stuck in a long combo that's a lot more than likely to just ruin everything. Yep. Wow, they actually got it. Look at that. Ah, yes, Mr. I can recover energy because I make up things. Because that's exactly what Justin is. He's literally a kid. He's the weirdo on the playground that makes up everything that is just fake counter. Because clearly everything should launch. Clearly it needs to be a flying knockback.
3, 2, 1, go.
Anyway. Yeah, you can make Trent work though, just you need to do very specific setup of the assist. Oh. Yeah, okay. Most of the time you can just run the usual old ones, or you can just run the 3 costs that still work. Because right now the assist I'm running obviously don't work combo with him in a good way. But the usual V1 assist or anything along those lines is it's always decent. But as you can tell, don't ever bother thinking about using Drago Assault in neutral. It just will never work. If I stand here, what happens? Well, that happened. I did something. Nah, not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Yeah, because he can just poke. Dane is useless. Psycho Pink is one of the useful ones. Like at this point, I might as well just swap the assists. Let's have already input the code. Peace. Yeah, laser arrows. What if I just, no, okay. Charge the truth. No. No, you will not. I managed to get a strike, but it's still not helpful. Yeah, what else? Here we go again with this. There's literally the only reason I don't see Nick as the exact same problem as Camille is just because you can actually see Nick. Alongside the fact that he's actually a 4 cost, not a 3. Wow. Just great. Still no energy. The difference here is though, there's the problem. Nick can't be dodged. Just 3 consistent viewers, average viewers over the streams. Three on average over multiple days. Like basically the minimum is 3. Then it gives affiliate. Anyway, let's do the rescue again. Let's see here, just do a better job than the last time, but at the same time, no. 1 crit. Sweep, and... super. There it is. Recover strike. Only reason to even think about using that is just for recovery, but even then, no. Just no. Again! Again! And we just got a backdash? No, okay, fine. Do they have a... okay, she wants to leave. I'll go open the door now. Give me a moment, Shay. Knockout? No, not yet. Okay. Let this continue and see what happens. No. No, let that continue. Get punched! Take a cake to the face. Okay. The cat wants to leave. I'm not locking her in the room. If she wants to sit on the bed, she can sit in it, but but at that point, just there. What? What are you on, Romy? Well, how have you pronounced your name? What are you on now? Adam. Okay. We'll do a backdash. Well, that's half worked. I'm doing somewhat fine. The cat just left. Well, get punched! No, okay. Okay, that didn't work either. Elbow. Gonna explode with a bomb, or are you gonna be able to charge? Okay, we can poke. There we go. No, you will not. We poked him again. There we go. Roxy. I didn't even think about bothering with that. There's arrows once. There we go. And we just back away. Super speed attack. And Dragon Assault. Once again, we'll get this ending. No, that's in the mirror. That's a reflection. It's over there. Not there. That's a reflection of the shell. You know, if you're able to input the code, you can fight, but there's more than likely an issue, depending on your connection strength, that you might have delayed attacks. Otherwise, you'll be fine. The only rules are you're not allowed to play RJ or Dai Shi. Oh. Again! Okay, no. Interrupted! That's a Tanya. What about the Charge of Truth? There's arrows. There you go. Get back away. Yeah, nope. Not helpful enough. We're basically on the ground. Get rid of this. No, that didn't even work. It really didn't even work. Yeah. As I said, it really didn't. Super speed attack. And flying cake. It did something. At the same time, it didn't. Again! I am fast. Ay. Really? How is it seen as how does it look like it's the inside? It would have shadow or something, would it not? Like this rim here. How does this look like that's going to the inside of it? Not to mention you see this. You see that there? How is that not this? And yes, it is the character. Because I can't find any other merch of a different character. Because apparently not popular enough. Of course, you had to be sent to the standard banner. We wait for the Sumeru buffs. Is all it is. Anyway. Back away. That didn't help. That did not help at all. Yes. It was not hard for you to realize which character. Good job. Anyway, Blaze arrows. Probably gonna have to see a super speed attack, but nope, that's Blaze. Do I have to go with a regular block here, or... Okay. Well, that didn't help at all. Again! Nope. Fine. Very much expected. No, blocking the primary slot. Just get rid of it. They don't exist yet. We wait for them. That's the thing. I can't, with how much luck is required for this thing. It's not a good idea to ask me and relate to that stuff. I have not bought with actual money in this game. I've only collected crystals and then opened boxes. And the last time I tried to use, try to get a character was Ashley, and it was an epic. Dropped decently early. You could say at around 2,000, 1,900 crystals. I can't remember entirely. But at least it was better than the Camille incident of not even 3,500 crystals was enough to get this epic. That's all I'm going to have to mention. Yeah. Basically, quite a few Mondstadt characters, obviously. Last one. Yeah, as I said, you'll have to save up if you want to get a release character. If you want to buy from an offer, you're going to have to wait a bit because it's going to be quite a while before they'll choose to drop a few shards. To unlock a legendary character, even if it's a non-premium one, is still going to be quite a few. If anything, 5,000 crystals. Maybe 4,000 if you're lucky enough. The block is not helpful. And all it did was just reappear. It repositions itself. That's all it did. Okay, John. There's arrows. There you go. That worked. No, okay, fine. Not allowed to do that. Blast them? Yep. Okay, recover the punch. Nah, I punch you instead. No, recover the punch. Nah, I just punch you instead. Super speed attack. You are not rotating. Yeah, 300 health. What can you work with? Okay, wow, that's stupid. Game, give them Carter! Not only is he still a better assist than Ryan, seriously. You really shouldn't care about your crystals. That's the only way you're gonna forget about them. Well, that's all I'm gonna say. Just forget about your crystals. Eventually, you'll just save up without realizing. Nope. Fudge. Listen, every time they do anything related to anniversary stuff, it's all for newer players. Old players do not care about those types of rewards. They're quite worthless. Unless it's a literal abundance of essence or orbs, nothing that they provide is useful to whales or even old accounts. None of them are useful. That's all I'm going to have to point out. The entire box was worthless. One, it barely gives any epics. Two, the legendaries are still random and more than likely to even out your characters rather than actually doing something with them. So when it came to the mains drops, it was worthless. Instead, they just keep spamming Turbo Tommy. Because they still don't want to fix the box. Like, no matter which box they give out, every single one has Turbo Tommy. Every single time. Preston is on the main only. So once again, the whole problem is, when it comes to the rewards they give out per anniversary, it's all useless to old accounts. Like the amount, just as mentioned as well, the amount of shots is actually horrendous. So that part is useless as well. Do I really have to hit you with another breaker? Yeah. We'll poke them. There we go. Ah, gone. I'm not in the middle of that anymore. Good. I have to stay out of range. There we go. And super speed attack. Laser arrows from across the screen. There we go. So there is a way I can deal with them, but I may have just thrown that ability away. You dashed. No Cypher. Both of those are on the main. This is the last match point, friend. Yeah, Zia Tommy is now on the unlock characters. Like they made the. Of course, after I start the series, all of a sudden now we have a whole... yes, this character is guaranteed to be unlocked within 7 days upon creating an account. Seriously. At least he's not a balanced character, but even then, if I'm not mistaken, he's an attacker. Anyway, back away. Out of range. Fine, go ahead. Use your shield. In general, technically, because he has three attacks, use the shield to begin with. Yep, there goes the slowness of the breaker. And wanna know how slow the breaker is? Yeah, he hit me with a block and still hit me with a strike afterwards. There you go, I punched him, but it really didn't help. Yes, I hit the air. It did nothing. Well, I was able to press a button. It means I could actually stop that. It actually meant I could stop it. Load your red. Team battle is still quite a bit away, like 36 minutes. I'm the one that started late. Anyway, that should be ready. Okay, let's see here. Ryu. I'll just use Gia for no reason. Let's just throw a battle for the grid team. No reason at all. Just a battle for the grid team. Who knows what to expect from this weird thing?
Three, two, one.
Okay, let's see. No. Anyway. Once again, looks like we're gonna be starting with someone that could have easily played earlier when there was barely anyone, but chose only to appear now instead. Just saying, you could have played earlier, and then we wouldn't have to care about you taking too many matches. Just gonna say. Yeah. No, this is their first match, but we all know they're gonna be retarded. We all know they're gonna be. They could have played earlier, but there was barely anyone that wanted to be early to the stream. But now they're gonna choose, yes, let's keep joining to be a retard. Because that's the only thing they can do.
Three, two, one.
As I said, you could have very easily just joined earlier when it was quiet, but no. They're just that type of worthless human being. That's all they are. Anyway. Wow. Of course that hits. Of course that would hit. Why wouldn't it? Yep. Come on. Use your block. We all know you have it. Just start the combo already and stop wasting everyone's time. Because clearly, you have proven that's all you do. Yeah. Away with you. Get out.
KO, you win.
I told you. This is all they're gonna end up doing. Anyway, that's the best for good defense this and try to make him maybe. Listen, don't bother playing Black Dragon unless you want to put up with him. Know that he has many problems of being slow. And don't even bother using assists that just... How about I put it this way? That we could go by something called... just... It literally is that. Every time. If we're dealing with anything related to... yes, this you can't even use your leader anymore and you're just spamming assists. Let's just compare it to something that Genshin, Zenless, or whatever some other games are, like Withering Waves, or probably even Star Rail. All those games, or any gacha thing that has a team-type composition that you can run. The wheelchair is all it is. And that's essentially what happens when you assist spam with a character that clearly can't fight. And that's all it is.
Perfect. You lose.
Fine. Well, for one, if you want to get rid of his problems and actually make his primary slot function, in the sense of if you want to be able to fully land, stomp, and jump, you'd have to run a trap assist. So Naku or Death Ranger work well for that. You can run those two trap assists, and you'll be able to land a fully played out stomp and jump, even against an opponent with a block. If you manage to perfectly time it. And perfectly space it. No. You need a stagger assist, rather. You want the opponent closer to the corner because otherwise you're going to keep whipping your beam. That's essentially what it is. If you basically keep spamming assist, all you're doing is making it your leader is just a wheelchair composition. That's all it is. You can try Death Ranger or Zenaku. Yeah, there it is. What else? What do we need to do now, huh? There you go. That tap. Now go ahead, knock out. That's all you need to do. Really? You really don't understand anything. You're gonna question that. Oh, of course. Do your job and connect to the game's connect. Seriously, you guys can see it. This is Anyway servers. If you guys can see the lag, it's Anyway servers. Anyway, as per usual, you can get away with this if you manage to run in. Most of the time, that can happen. Okay? There'll be instances where you can get away with using the assist in a different way. Now we have to wait for this. Come on. Not to mention that you can just shove them back into the projectile if they dodge it. Sometimes you can get a bit of a lucky situation. They dodge the beam, or rather, they dodge a wave. And then you just hit them with a beam and send them back into it. Just know you're gonna have to get them into the corner somehow. So most of the time, you're going to want a knockback type thing, or at least a high enough launch. Anyway, we continue. Listen, maybe we'll see about a ranked one, but I barely use assist to begin with. That's the only thing. When it comes to setting up trap assists, I mostly use them for the utility of teleporting out of range. And then whatever happens next, I have to try and pay attention to my opponent. Great. Again. No, I'm the one who dashes forwards now. They just press their strike instantly instead. Because that's what they're gonna do. Anything else? Well, here we go. What have we got? Ollie. And then now they can just end the endless combo because that's what's always gonna be the case. Wow, Q system. Nah, I didn't press a breaker, so let's not let me queue that up after I got interrupted. Just because it's not an assist and it's not a breaker. Instead, it's just a weirdo that doesn't know how to do anything else than be stupid. So in terms of the way you can actually use it, it's mostly utility. I don't bother using actual stupid engagement assist because that's seriously. If you can't use your leader, you're just not. Don't even bother bringing them to the fight in the first place then. That's basically the case. Capable of using a leader? Great job. You've proven that you're just worthless. Anyways, you're something Jakey. Now what are we gonna do here? We're gonna kick here and interrupt. Go. I'm gonna have to use the Hadouken if we can. We need to get rid of there. Great. Nah, let's just have Ollie appear again. There's no reason at all. Wow. And then let's make it cheaper because we're gonna give them the 3 cost again.
KO. You lose.
Always remember, there is a report function that you can very easily kill players' accounts with. Nah, that's not the point. You'll learn over time. You don't have to worry about those types of things just yet. Just play the game and learn what every character does. You've got 150 characters to learn. Or rather, learn what they do. So, good luck with that. Yeah. They have to work with this hurt box right now. Ruins everything. They have to work with a hurt box like this. Now let's see, what do we have? What do we have, huh? Wow. You didn't even hit yet. Great. 1. Breaker. Guess what? We're probably gonna expect the strike for no reason. Because why would they make it the more expensive one?
KO. You lose.
No, it's just that they're retarded and can't even think of placing a different, choosing something else instead of being patient. No, they're the real problem of everything. Because clearly, that's the problem we have in the community that we can't have be normal. Now, just retards. That's all we get. Idiots that don't want to wait their turn. Now we got all these lazy people running around that just want to ruin everything for multiple for things. But no, it's not. Let's not be normal.
2, 1, go.
And looks like the session's over. Guess what? Because the iPad can't do anything. The mirroring software died, but the main is still connected. Wow. Like I said, the session's over. So I basically have to restart my game and want to have anything normal happen. Just right. He's already dead. But I'm gonna have to restart the game because the iPad's just being stupid. And apparently you're incapable of checking your things. Great. What's wrong with this thing today? The iPad only acted up in that one match, and it's just because of performance issues. Here's the thing, Romy. I want you to pay attention real carefully. You're not the strongest. You're weak. Your son got you to make food. You got sent to the kitchen. You lost long ago. You made imaginary food. And you will not be allowed to live that down. You're not the strongest. You made food. Imaginary food. You lost your son long ago. Vincent, was that really worth it?
2, 1, go!
This was a torture for the other weirdo, but did you have to enter? First, Romy, as I said, you lost. You canonically already lost. You even admitted it to your son. So, don't. Don't go on about that one. Do not. Just don't. You lost the Baki long ago. The other one, however, still sucks. Man thought he could fight prehistoric pickle. He lost his jaw for that.
この道を進むのみ。
Anyway, Vincent, you're allowed to re-enter because that really doesn't count as your match. You haven't even played today. I think, okay, maybe you played one, but I can't remember. Nah, we know it's just come on. Not as a joke in that sense. It's more like we'll be back and forth. Last I checked, they will do that as well. Is it not in character of a Baki character to try and one up in that way? I'm gonna hit you with a Doken. I said. Listen, Rita. As I said, I'm hitting you with a Doken. Sure you can. There. I could have hit them with a different one, but this is fine. The question is, do you have the energy to work here? A Doken.
KO, you win.
There we go. That worked. Last one for you, and we have to use the worst character, that is Preston. They both suck. As I said, you don't! I told you already, Vincent, you don't.
進むのみ。3, 2, 1.
Yeah, no. Hadouken! Hello, Mabs. Got this one? I'll get that. That one's clearly running too many blocks, but as if that's gonna matter, they're using KT. Gia, can you blast them? There you go. Double kick! I'm gonna get hit by a breaker, aren't I? Okay, can I get rid of this? Breaker! Yeah. Anyway, we've lost. Go ahead, finish the fight. We all know it's gonna happen. No, and they messed up! They messed up! X! Shoryuken! Okay, well that didn't knock out just yet. Punch him in the face!
KO, you
There.
win.
Nah, she's always been that expensive. It's just the fact that she hits hard. But the problem is it still sucks. Listen, I am sorry, but the problem is we already have someone doing that, Romy. We already have someone. It's called not being in an earthquake busy area. So, where I live, we barely get any acts of God, you could say. The best we get is a storm. In terms of earthquake and other things, we don't get that. As I said, in my case, it's South Africa. Obviously, I'm not going to leave that. I'm just going to say in the area. If anything, just saying South Africa is enough. That place is barely any environmental hazards, you could say. Like I said, the worst things we get is a storm. Flip the table. Why not? Let's test this thing. Let's just test this. See what happens. And another thing is, we don't get snow here unless we go up to the mountains. I don't know about that.
1, go!
Very much a mix of everything. Anyway, you didn't stop it. So how about I slash you? And burn. There. They didn't stop the first one, so it worked in the end. And okay, they're not rotating. That's a crit. What if I do this? You're out of range. You get yoinked back. I did not need to add the dash. All I did was reset my energy for that. Yeah, what if I do this? That didn't work. I needed to do something else there, which was... As you can tell, there's a special crested attack, which is making use of the taunt. Which is one of the only few things, but in the end it actually blocked, so, yeah. Between the two of them, I would rather say Gold Zeo is better than Roxy. What? I have no clue what you mean by that. At that point, it just sounds like because my screen is blue right now and reflecting on my face that I don't know. I'm not understanding things correctly today. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not understanding things correctly. I'll be honest, I'm actually quite tired right now, but that's all it really is. Yeah, no clue. No clue what's being referred to. That looked like it almost failed. What even happened there? Burn! No point in doing that, but even then. That's a block. No. That's a no. Okay. Same thing there, but the dash didn't register. No. He doesn't continue if he... yeah. Okay, well, what you got here? Your launch, and anything else? No. Yeah, let's backdash. I still didn't backdash.
KO, you lose.
Very easily could have dodged that one. Very easily could have dodged it. Proceeded not to. Listen, I'm pale. Quite literally the opposite. There's obviously a lot of people around. Great, we lost the main. Of course we lose it. We lost the main. Give it a moment. We might as well swap onto the other one. Did we get an... I'm pretty sure we got another request anyway. So, who was the character? Pretty sure we got another request. You really think that? Not anymore. I said that at this point they basically can just be uninstalled, but I'm not bothering with that even then. Like I said, was there not another requested character? Like I think OG Red requested someone. Blake. Udana. And we'll do this. Why would I? Why? No. Why would I? Why would I even identify as that? What do you mean? Listen, the only thing I have is being a South African. I don't have the N-word pass.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know why you want to put it that way. You could say. Bonk. Both. Listen, you don't worry. We have an Italian already stealing it from people to begin with, so don't worry.
KO, you win.
Listen, the only thing is, other than just literally using a character called Black Dragon, that's the closest thing. Even though I've had the capture. Reminder, there's a reason why I have to. I haven't exactly used him on video at all, as a reminder. Recently. But that's for a few reasons that I say negative beam. Just because the captions say, nah, he said this.
3, 2, 1, go.
Just gonna tell you that much. YouTube captions have done a lot of problems. It hasn't demonetized me, but it clearly has, yeah. No. No, you will not, Flicked. Sit down. Sit down, okay? We dodge that. That works for me. I reduced the damage. There we go, but that wasn't a perfect interrupt, sadly. It was not a perfect interrupt. Bonk them! Triple Tempest, 1! Up you go. Triple Tempest, 2! And Shocking Pinch. Got him.
KO, you win.
Yeah, the problem is whenever it comes to reading some things, Brain says, you might want to read this thing ahead at the same time read the word at the same time. That is where it becomes a problem. Like for example, negative, the ne, okay, and then beam, the e. You can see where that becomes a problem. Great. Yeah, Mac the one who still doesn't follow the rules. Great. Just enough. Get frozen. You are now frozen. still not allowed to continue that anyway. Yeah, I'm on fire. And then you proceed not to rotate. What else? Yeah. Because everyone does 321 fire damage. Everyone does 321 damage. On fire. Yet Preston still has problems and we still don't have something like electricity or something like that. At all. Nah. Thunderstorm doesn't exist with Blake. They didn't think about adding a new damage over time for him. They shouldn't, to begin with. But even then, it's more like, if you're gonna add something, don't make it stupid. Just because it takes 10 seconds to deal extra 3,000 damage doesn't give the right to. Because you gave people long animations already. And then there's that stupidness. You have 0 blocks, let's see what you do. As I said, you have 0 blocks, let's see what you do. Finally. They finally continue. We're gonna bonk, or... You dashed. You dashed again. Anyway, there we go. So, they're out of energy. I'm just gonna hit them with a Triple Tempest. I'm gonna enter Thunder Mode, Grand Slam, and Shocky Pinch. I would say I do. I've got way too many grocery stores and other things around, so yeah. Nah, don't worry. I visited a place that had white lions. I'm just gonna tell you that much. But we don't find them just literally everywhere.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, fine. Go on, dodge that. And head. No, I don't. However, the only reason I would have went to a Renaissance fair recently would be to actually try and just try a bit of archery, but clearly we've just been having problems recently with other things. So the last time I went, the person in charge of it was sick. Yeah. Clearly. That clearly, yeah. What combo you got? Let's see here. They're probably gonna try and bonk me over the head after this with 3 cost. Yep, there it is. I'm gonna have to hit them with a Grand Slam. There we go. And they're probably gonna try and slice. Okay, Ranger Slayer. No Ranger Slayer. Okay then. Actually, maybe the best thing, the closest thing I have is a giant scalpel over there, but that was a Faust cosplay. And that's all it really was. It was a giant scalpel, and that's it. But it was a fake one because, obviously, it's not a real blade on the end of it. Ah yes, another loading screen. Leo gets blasted by a Havoc laser. Well, no. He hit first. He hit me first. Get frozen for that. Back away. No? Oh, come on. I wanted them to continue the breaker. I want to see if I can get my timing right and hit them before they hit me. No. You will not do that. Here's a super shocking pinch. Regardless of how that Blake can do things. But even then. Even then. Okay, last one for this team, and then we'll go back to the main quickly, and then we're going to do the team battle. Okay, people, get your teams ready soon. We're going to be with RJ and Dai Shi getting their rematch. I'm saying it this right now, though. I'm gonna say that Dai Shi is probably gonna win. Even if RJ has a super, it's the fact that Dai Shi has faster cards.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, not okay. Fine. 7, 8. Okay. You will not get away. Yeah, no, you get bonked. Bonk him again. There we go. You're not gonna be faster than me. Be warned. Okay, sad. It got changed. No. Gonna let this one continue. And bonk them again. And here, Mr. Paralyzer. Hilarious, no. You don't get to hit me with the tornado. I freeze you. That hurts. Why'd you have to hurt? Huh? Rude cat punched me in the face. Listen, Rocky is not a legendary. Whatever happened there, we all know is a fake. We all know he's fake. Dai Shi might actually be able to dodge it. Like, I know I made a bunch of renders of Rocky versus Black Dragon, but that's just Season 4 versus Season issue number 4 from Boom Studios. That's literally just all it is. Quite low. Season 4 versus issue 4. It's and not to mention the complete team. Why not? What if the Zeo Rangers fought Black Dragon? What would happen then? Huh? You're very high in the air still. You've been bonked. Be real careful. What's your next card? Ah, okay, that's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Good enough. Good enough. I stood still. I stood still. There goes Blake. Standing on a shroom. Let's get this last few fights over for Preston, and then we'll move on to the theme battle. Forgot to pre-random my alerts. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, that was sadly worthless. No, you will not. What if I Blade Slash? No. Yeah, everything has to be reactable. It may be a breaker, but it's still reactable. Get them in the face with a grenade. I'm not allowed to do that. Not allowed to do that. Forgot to swap my tabs. I know why it failed. Sorry. I did not swap the tabs. If that tab is open, I can't do the explosion. Sorry. No, what are you on? That is my fault. I remembered what the problem was last time. As I said. See? It exists. As long as I don't have a specific thing open. Specifically the other OBS. If that's open, the thing breaks. But I feel like I've already done that theme, but at the same time I know I haven't. Blake vs. Daggeron doesn't exist, though, for a while, because Daggeron sucks. By comparison. He's still strong enough to do stuff, but he's really not good. No, he's not that good. Anyway.
3, 2,
Because Preston literally sucks, and then our opponent lost connection, so they might want to rejoin. Reminder, Preston cannot instantly dash at the Dragon's Ire. So he has to deal with the opponent being able to potentially dash out of their attack. Not to mention his primary is still a 50-50, but it's also worthless because it's in the same slot as his breaker, which is insanely slow. Person named Shadow, you're allowed to rejoin. And of course you use the worthless.
3, 2,
Use someone even worse.
go!
Yeah, okay. Double kick into breaker. Yep. At least you have an instant one. At the same time, it really isn't. We all know the kick really isn't instant. It can just be blocked. Anyway. That was rude. Not needed, but rude. Crit was not needed. So, at this point, last match for Preston. We're beginning the theme battle after this. Right.
3, 2,
I would not say so.
go!
Let's start with a regular block. You pressed one button! And then breaks. Great, still speeds up the game because why not? Why wouldn't he? Wow. Fighting Mac is not the problem of the character. It's the fact that he's a buggy mess. Why do we have two retarded characters right now in the game? Basketball for Tommy is a disgrace of a character, alongside the fact that Mac is just a buggy mess. Rocky is at least able to function properly. He's just badly designed. He's just wrongly designed. Set your teams up, people. Dai Shi and RJ. They can use their assists if you have them. Actually, no, I don't think Dai Shi can use his assists. So, what did we do with the rules before? Well, Thomas is not here to go run and check. If anything, we might as well just do Dino. We'll just do. Why did I say Dino? Jungle Fury, good versus evil. By the same time, no Casey. Was it purple versus gold, I think? If anything, good versus evil again today. I'm not going to bother with going with a extra type of thing. I'll just use a Larian alongside. We'll just go purple, okay? Yeah, Camille's not allowed. Nor is Casey. Purple is the easiest to run for RJ. Okay, try that. Dai Shi is in a different situation. We'll allow villains for him, okay? Villains for Dai Shi. It'll be easier. So yeah, let me just... Before I kill the mirroring software. Here we go. For no reason, it's just purple versus villains. We're focusing the leader. Try to use the leader. Okay? There. Both of them have a block assist. We have Sledge and Larian. Purple versus villain. That's all it is. Okay? Let's swap back to here. I'm gonna kill the mirroring software now so we don't have duplicate audio. Now, get ready, people. Dai Shi teams, join. Dai Shi teams, join. Really? I repeated it twice! Alright, make sure. The assist that you're allowed to use against on these teams, we're primarily trying to use the leader, so please don't be stupid with it, and just use villains versus purple. Casey's not allowed. Camille's not allowed. Anything stupid related to assists, if there's poison or for damage over time on the assist, you're not allowed to use it.
3, 2,
Anyway.
go.
No, but of course. Well, that's gonna happen. Up you go. Let's see, we back away. No. Guess what? I may have pressed the button, but guess what? It's slow. It's gonna be slow. A wolf? No. They can see it. They can just see it. No. Again, wolf beam. And a wolf. You've been interrupted. I have a super, but how much is it gonna matter? We'll see. Let's see what happens. Can Dai Shi do anything? Not in time. But also, match is invalid anyway. Unequip your Phantom Beast skins, people. Skins are not allowed. Do not run Werewolf RJ or Phantom Beast Dai Shi. So once again, Dai Shi teams. No Phantom Beast. I'm failing to input the code. Failed to input the code. Sorry. And obviously, mind control counts. Ranger Slayer is obviously allowed to be used with Dai Shi. That's literally what Dai Shi is. Let's try this again. So here we go. Wolf Beam. Nope. And that's on me for thinking I'm allowed to do that. It didn't rotate. Sorry. I am sorry. There you go. Just because I hate his update doesn't mean I can't do his special techniques. A wolf. And Wolf Beam. What we got? You gonna strike me? Well, nah. See that problem? That's where the range is a problem. You gonna jump? Oh no. Wolf Beam! So yeah, just a reminder to the RJ users, if you want to get that proper Predator Pounce after using your Lion or any type of attack that made you dash forwards, you're gonna have to do a perfect taunt cancel. Or just at least taunt dash to use your attack. Bad move. What if I poke? Uppercut. Bonk. Back away. Interrupt again. Now there's a block. We both have the exact same costs, if it wasn't obvious. Sadly though, that was not the clash. That was not the clash. I was actually thinking of making that the clash. That is not the clash today. Just because Dai Shi is guaranteed to lose that clash. So yeah, that was one of the ideas, both of them spinning towards each other. Sadly though, I chose the kick instead. Just so it's up for debate who's actually going to hit first. Who has the bigger active hitbox to hit sooner? Really? Yeah, exactly. RJ teams join. I don't know why Ishikawa joined. It's pretty obvious we're done. Sorry to flick, unless there was an outside influence, that is your match. RJ teams, please. Yeah, I didn't outright say it, but it was obviously mentioned. If you were watching, it's pretty obvious it's gonna be those thieves, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Still better than most days, because we actually at least had the correct team join, just the wrong time. It's better to have a correct team than it is to have an idiot join with a dumb team, okay? How about I put it that way? Up we go. What if I just... Yeah. And we're gonna launch you right here. And again! With that, we'll just back away. That's a block. No. We're dash forwards. Be real careful. I said be careful. Currently, RJ has 1 win. The Dai Shi 0. I recovered to exactly 7 and blocked. Never mind, I'm playing on the main. Dai Shi is faster than RJ.
2, 1, go!
No matter how we go round start, Dai Shi will always be faster than RJ. Just because of the primary slot. How do you not have a block? Eesh. Scott the Fury. Not to mention there. Look at that. It's stupid. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. RJ's buff is not a buff. All they did was basically make him Black Dragon. RJ got to change to what is essentially just a glorified Black Dragon. He's been slowed down to being reactable on a bunch of things. 1.9. Alarian doesn't kill, but what do you do? Good job. We got the opposite ending. We got the opposite ending there. Block assist into their offensive rush down. We both end in a similar way. I had a massive advantage, but I lost it. Obviously, RJ has a super. That's the only difference. But even then, Dai Shi, he's the faster one. And not mention, he actually flies back further. Dai Shi flying back further does help him as well. Decent bit. Why did I not activate it instantly? Again! There we go. That's your block. Nah, he tried to get the clash. He tried it. Ah. I did not block that. Yeah. False combo. I threw that one. False combo. I basically threw. RJ teams, Dai Shi teams, join. No! Since when did I ever say that? You're not allowed to use Dai Shi. Lewis, your team is incorrect. When did I ever say I watched all Power Rangers seasons? I never said I have. The only one I've ever fully seen is Samurai, and that's only because I grew up. I've never outright went out of my way to watch any seasons yet. Do we really have to say? Lewis, no joining. Okay, Red Ranger is the one that's joining. Mita, do not join. Technically, Red Ranger was the one that got kicked out earlier for having a wrong team. But give it a moment. How? We just need the things to happen. I told... just... Mita? I told you no. Korag, you will wait as well. I know, you can try and delay your codes. But at the same time, just... seriously. There. Red Ranger is Giovanni. The next ones we'll see whoever gets in. We know we have an extra audio user. Danbo, or whoever you are, since you look to be a new name. Make sure to, you'll be ready to get ready to fight. You will probably be in the next match because we have not seen another RJ user yet.
3, 2, 1, go!
Interrupted, dash forward. Come on. Didn't dash forwards. That didn't count as a forward dash either. They just outright lost damage. So we'll see how much that is really a problem. Alright, one Alpha Wolf into another. He's flipping all over the place. Well, at least that worked. At least the dodge worked. So what have we got? Scream! Wolf Beam! Super! And Alpha Wolf into a Predator Pounce at 4 HP.
KO. You win.
Ish. Yeah, that's gonna happen, I guess. Can only say this much, at least RJ has damage, but he's lost all his speed. And it's just because of his super that he even has damage in the first place.
2, 1, go.
And there it goes. Told you that would happen. Rematch, what happened there? You didn't instant dash. I already played as Dai Shi. I play as both characters, I already did. You added a dash, that's a reset. Got from RJ. Poke into a Larian assist. Correct usage there. Continues, Larian again. For some reason. Ah, then there it goes. Someone thought they were allowed to clearly go in the air. No. They literally just turned RJ's Alpha Wolf into Eric's Blaster. But worse. We continue, 1-1. What happens this time? Larian. She really doesn't want to leave. One Alpha Wolf. Into a dash variant, hot deploy, was that? Wrong button. You lost some damage there, more than usual. But you're still, at least you're winning in the sense of what you know. So it's fine. Got another ferocious roar. But now RJ can do a devastating combo here. Looks like we got a perfect cancel from that RJ and a crit. Interrupted. Alpha Wolf and... no. There goes Giovanni with their RJ. Got what they needed. Good job. 3 wins to RJ so far. At least it seems the case is still there is still the point that at least RJ, there's a very special thing called at least he has momentum. I did not care much about those things on release, so I cannot give you that answer, Tom. I cannot give you a proper answer. I've never played a proper Metal Gear Solid game. I've played Metal Gear Revengeance, and in this case, that's about it. But I didn't play it to play it on release. I played it just because of the meme, to see what the game was about in that sense. And all it was is all it is just an action, just hack and slash action game, whatever it was. Okay. Give it a moment. We'll just let people race for their codes. Give it a bit. Then I'll say who's who. Okay. At this point, no one join. No one joins. Danbo, join. The RJ user. One RJ user join. Someone's here that's not supposed to. Let's see. Black Vampires, or however you pronounce your name. Please swap your team accordingly to the theme battle characters with RJ and Purple Ranger assists. Make sure to run a correct team setup. Alongside, or a Dai Shi team with villain assists, but no broken assists being Camille or Casey. Just evil versus purple, you could say. Set your team up accordingly. Danbo, you may rejoin, and then I will give a time limit, and you guys can input your codes and get them ready, but I'm going to say only then when a Dai Shi is allowed to join. So for now, Danbo, you may join because we only know of you as our RJ user. I'm hoping you're about ready to join, and then give it a moment. Dai Shi's joined. Mita takes the win. Here we go. So yeah, the Black Vampires, or however the name is pronounced, I do not know how. You are, if you're able to run RJ or Dai Shi, please do so, and we will see which one you have picked in the next fight. Right now, RJ is clearly taking the win. If you want to represent Dai Shi and try and give him a win, I'd recommend doing that side. But we've got plenty of Dai Shi users. We actually might be missing an entire RJ user. But I'm running out of time, so we're only going to, if RJ wins 5 matches, we're ending. Because at that point, Dai Shi's been beaten up enough. Ah, someone was still out of range, still in range. Nope. Interrupted again. Black Lion Rush. What we got? An uppercut. A bong. And an uppercut. And a bong. And a super. Not interrupting. Dashes forwards. Wolf beam. As I said, RJ has damage, and that's about it. He doesn't have speed anymore. I do not need a character like that. That's my problem. I don't have the ability to poke the opponent anymore. That's what they ruined with RJ. 25 frames is too slow. Especially since I have to be in the middle of a dash for it. Even if it is essentially full screen.
2, 1, go.
Anyway, Wolf Beam. Nope, Scream. Flying Kick. And it works. Got Black Lion Rush. Up we go. What do we got next? Backs away. Into the corner. Blocks. One Ferocious Roar. Got a pink... Nope, no Pink Explosion. I feel like that might have been a good chance to do that there. Nope. Punches away. After being interrupted. And blast him. Sent the Kendall flying backwards. But in the end, a Ferocious Roar. Dash forwards. Ah. Someone chose to block, but it's not over yet. However, the uppercut to the face was not the answer. But Dai Shi takes that one. Yes, he was one of the mains, and that's the problem. He was faster then. Now he has too many problems against the newer characters, being he puts himself airborne way too early. Like, you had the option to spam your primary slot as RJ on round start to potentially interrupt your opponent first. Now you can't do that. One, if you get Alpha Wolf, you're just slower. That was always the case. Now, if you get Hunter's Ploy, if you get Hunter's Ploy, you're always slower, no matter how you put it. For Alpha Wolf, that one's just outright worse and bad. Someone like Oracle just instantly wins. Anyone with even a 30 frame combo starter is an instant win against that interaction, because RJ's Alpha Wolf is frame 39. Anyway, we go up once. And Black Lion Rush. Now let's see what we got from the RJ. Nope. Not allowed to dash that way. Valorian versus Ranger Slayer. Ah, no, that didn't help. It's pink versus purple and Dai Shi. It nearly works. At the same time, it doesn't. Well, someone's on fire. Yeah, they're still on fire. Nope! Tripped! Got yoinked in! Not even guaranteed to get out of that one, just got yoinked in. I'm hoping Donbot didn't have any outside influence. If you have a voice, please mention in chat whether or not you were able to have a clean connection that fight, because I did see a lot of this stupid loading now. Anyway, that's 1 win to Dai Shi, 3 wins to RJ. Not great of a situation in my opinion, but yeah. Like Geki. If you are an RJ user, you may join. Dai Shi users, do not join, please. Fight music. Yeah. Only if you're an RJ user may you join right now. We know of too many Dai Shi users. Wow. I'm basically almost out of time, so, yeah. In terms of the people that's there, there's one more person waiting. Wow. My internet connection's fine. Why did it just restart? Jakey, something weird. That doesn't do anything for it. We already know this is gonna keep loading.
I believed it was my own intention, but now I'm not sure anymore. Suddenly, my journey has begun, while everyone around bless me. How?
Yeah, that doesn't matter, Geki. The fact that you saw how well it was running for a while. And as I said, RJ teams join. And I'll give it a few seconds and I'll tell any other teams to join afterwards. So yeah, RJ teams, join. Again, RJ teams. So, Korag exists, and that's about it. But we got a rando that doesn't know how to use their teams. So, yeah. Race to get in. Give a moment for Korag to get in, and then you guys, then Dai Shi can join. Dai Shi, start inputting your code. Okay. This is the final fight. I have to go after this. Sorry to those that didn't get in, but clearly we had too many Dai Shi representatives. And barely any RJs. I don't think there were any duplicates.
3, 2, 1.
Yeesh. Interrupted. See, there it goes again. You weren't exactly that late, but even then. Well, we do not have as much time as you want for the theme battle. That's why we need to we have to deal with it now in a sense. Well, it's gonna hurt. Nope. Interrupted. Yeah, but even then. One Phantom Beast. Ah, punch in the face. Don't worry, Geki, you got something better. Here you go. It started playing on its own.
Information, resources, you have everything. Find what's lacking.
3, 2, 1.
Anyway, we continue. Punch in the face, and actually continue. Up you go. And interrupted again. Got Black Line Rush. And nope. Well, this is gonna be a perfect dangerous. Ah, nope, bad move. Flicked, come on, you had more energy there. You wait. Vision Limbo. And what do you mean lean bow? Why not? No wait, no, we did fight one. Ah no, that thing's missing. Why? 1-to-1. Is Flicked at least able to make it basically even and not just a one-sided stump? Currently, RJ has 3 wins, with Dai Shi having 1. Well, uppercut! Yep, scream in the face. Reminder to dash forwards after before using Black Line Rush. It'll be better. Oh no. Well, Wolf Beam. Four wins to RJ. If you guys can perfectly match your teams, we'll give it 1 more. So Geki, you better hope you're lucky. Because the song is not over. Try and get a perfect RJ versus Dai Shi if you want to get your fight, Geki. Let's hope you're lucky to find an opponent. Vincent, you ruined it. Up, oh no. Oh no. Sorry, I accidentally pressed maximize. There, it's fixed. Try again. Last chance. Match up perfectly, or it's over. You have to match up before the song ends. Korak, you're not allowed to rejoin. That's not how this works. You're not allowed to try and fix it for him. No repeats. Time's almost up. Do we have an RJ that can fight Geki? No. Just a wannabe brother to him. Is that name? No. It's over. Alright, the time's up for me. But it looks like I'm not exactly too late. But even then, yeah. Might want to just try and grab your codes next time, Geki, because the run. I do have time, even though I was late today. That's all it is. So, thank you those that joined. That is all for today. I'll see if I can get a bigger stream for next week, because I'm going to be copying some of Andrew's methods on multi-streaming. More than just Twitch. See if it works. It might help again.